Hello again. We are back with the 12 Days of Amplify, Day 5, number 2. We just have so many musicians that have got wins that are way too exciting to not share. So today we're going to talk with Victoria Storm. I'm going to bring her on right now. Hi, Victoria.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day, because I know you're a busy lady.
Well, I took a day off today, actually, and I thought, who else do I want to hang out with for a little bit on my day off besides Miss Cheryl? So here I am.
Oh my God, I'm all for clips. Well, tell us, what are you taking a day off from?
I am taking off a day from my full-time job. So I am one of those people who has lots of ambitions and lots to do and trying to make, many things happen at once. But yeah, my full-time job is I'm a music therapist in hospice setting. And so I make music every single day. And I feel very blessed to be in a profession that I could get to do that. Now, that profession is also one that I don't really get to do my original music because it's not usually appropriate. It's about them. It's not about me. So making music is certainly, a huge part of my everyday life, and I'm excited to do it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. How do you find that balance between the job that happens to be music related and very creative and creating music every day, and your music career, which is separate from it, even though there's so much overlap, way more than if you were a bank teller or something else full time. So how do you strike that balance and get the energy when you're already creating all day to go create more? And tell me things.
Some days are easier than others. Some days I'm more productive in being a musician for myself and having those projects really flowing and going great. Sometimes I'm really swamped at work and I just got to put the other stuff aside for a little bit and focus on that's the important thing at the moment.
Yeah,
do it. So.
Yeah. We're already getting lots of hearts. Here's some, you can see in the Facebook from Robin.
Nice.
Many hearts. I can see comments here. I know you can't see them, so I'll just share them as they pop up. Well, so what shifted for you this year in the sense of, I know your job must have changed a little bit, the full-time job, as well as you creating music. So share some of the upsides of what happened this year as you pivoted.
Well, working from home, though very bizarre and unusual, has been wonderful because I have zero commute. So I have an extra couple hours in my day every day.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And when I do go out into the field, I'm usually going to 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 places, and then I'm coming back home again. And my office is here. So that's created a really different way to sort of conceptualize time and space, right? So that's one thing that's changed. I'm also doing a lot of what we call telemedicine. So I'm here in my home music studio and working with patients on the computer.
Yeah.
And that's really different.
Yeah.
And in lieu of that, I've let go of my office space and I've moved all of my clinical music therapy stuff into my home, and I'm saving money on office space. Those different kinds of hard decisions to make. But like in the summer, it was, do I close this place? I mean, I'm paying rent for nothing, so why continue to do this? And the hopeful side of me said, no, keep it open. This is going to be over soon. The practical side said, close it, save the money, and reopen it if you need to.
Yeah.
So, that's part of what I've done too.
I love that. Yeah. And Wanda is agreeing with you. Yes to the no commute.
Right? Yeah.
Yes to the no. I love that. Yeah, totally. So what's going on with your music career? I totally love that you're such a contribution to your community as what you're doing, but I also want to hear about what you got going on and share that a little bit.
Well, so I have a band. I also have a trio. And the trio is kind of on full pause mode right now because one of my trio mates has needed to move out of town. So it's kind of hard to get together, even though, we're all Skyping and Zooming and all that stuff. It's harder. So that trio project is kind of on hold for now. And that's really where I do a lot of my more singer-songwriter kind of writing and exploring those tunes. And I have great intentions of bringing that trio together to record an EP, probably 5 singles that will turn into an EP. On the other side, my band, of course, we are not gigging. We did have a couple of summer gigs though in like outdoor venues, and one of them we were so excited to be playing together that we played for like 2 hours and we were hired for 1 hour, but we just kept playing because it was like, let's do another song. Like, oh, this set's not done yet. Well, let's just keep playing it. And
awesome.
And so that was really fun to be able just to explore,
Yeah.
live music making again. But we're also recording because we're taking this moment to do some DIY recording through our sound system. And then we're planning on taking those tracks to a producer and have them clean it up and do that too. So between the home recording that I'm doing for the singer-songwriter stuff and the more rock tunes, rock and sort of blues and roots rock and some sort of some soul influences there. That's where I'm taking those tunes, is to that ensemble, and then the more mellow stuff that's more ballady or more contemplative, keeping for my solo stuff. So I'm busy.
Yeah, I love all that. You're like really in creation mode. You're kind of just making the stuff and moving forward, which is so exciting. So if people want to come on this journey with you and they're like, I love what you're up to, I love who you are, I want to follow you and wait for these CDs to come out, how do we, like, what do you want us to do? How do we latch on?
Yeah, you can come to, I think I put it right here, victoriastormmusic.com. Right there it is. Nope.
Yeah, victoriastormmusic.com. It's so great. So many people have their name music.com, like their name music.com. So victoriastormmusic.com. I love that you're already got it in your name there. So anyone watching on any of these platforms, you can see that. So amazing. So what do you want us to do when we get there?
Well, you can certainly sign up for my email, and then I will keep you in the loop of what's going on, because all of these things will be unfolding in the next couple of months. And I've got a blog there. I've got certainly the email sign-up list, and I let people know from that page not only about my stuff, but also my band, Kettle Strings. And then if you want to go straight to the band stuff because you're like, I don't like singer-songwriter stuff, but I like rock and roll, you can go there. That's kettlestrings.com.
Kettlestrings.com. I love that so much. Cool. So this is the assignment. Every one of these, I'm giving the listeners an assignment to be really clear on like how to be a great fan here, whether you're a musician or not. Well, the first assignment for anyone that is a musician that's not an Amplify is to go get yourself on the wait list. So there's a little ticker there in the key.co/amplify, and you get to be with and meet with and brainstorm with and collaborate with people like Victoria. And the second assignment for anyone listening, whether you're a musician or not, is to go to victoriastormmusic.com, put your little name and email into that mailing list there, and that means the world. And then keep getting those emails and reading them and just seeing what it's like. Like, you get to be in the ground level to see how this all unfolds. Like, this is very exciting. You're hearing the development of 2 bands and coming out with EPs. Like, that's a whole process, and doing it digitally. Like, it's really cool. And there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that you're going to get to hear from Victoria. So that's your assignment. Go there, get on that email list, and it's going to be good stuff. So, all right, everyone's clear? Great. Victoria, anything else that you've got going on that you want to share? Any successes or wins that you've seen recently that you're excited about? We want to get all the good stuff.
Sure. Well, recently my band, we put together a video of the cover song Merry Christmas Baby. So fun. We got invited to be a part of a concert that is usually live this time of year. And they said, well, since we can't do this live, everybody's going to be submitting videos. Let's do this together as a video. And I watched it this last weekend when it was premiered. And it was so much fun. So we're going to do a watch party on December 22nd at 6 o'clock Central Time to watch the video together with friends from Kettle Strings. And anybody that wants to jump on, then I'll certainly let you know on Facebook. So that's really fun. And just that some of these recordings are getting done and getting produced. And it's like, it's like, I know this is an overused analogy, but it really is. It's like watching your belly grow through pregnancy, and eventually you're going to have this baby that comes out, and it's like an amazing process. So I feel very much like, well, and pregnancy can also be very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So you want
It's a
to
good
get
analogy. It's a good analogy because when you're coming up with a record, like all of those like uncomfortable, what if this isn't good enough? Maybe I should wait. Oh my God, once it's done, I have to put it out there. What if people don't like all of that's not comfortable.
No.
Like all those voices. So it's a very good analogy. And another element of that analogy, I remember being asked which one of your albums is your favorite. And I was like, well, I imagine, and I don't have kids, by the way, so I'm just sort of going with the stereotypes of this analogy. But I was like, well, I imagine it's kind of like kids. You don't have a favorite. They're all different. They're all snapshots of one spot at life. Like I was this years old when I made this one and had this much experience, and this is different. And the same thing with kids. They're at different phases of their lives, unless, well, they all are, even if they are quadruplets or whatever. But so yeah, you can't like love one more than another. But the process is, it's exciting. It's very miraculous when you're in the flow of writing the songs, and then when you get the mix back, there's some magic there. So there's a lot of, it's really cool stuff. So what's the estimated release date for any of this stuff? Even if it's a ballpark.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that the track that's done is ready to go. So I just need to do the few things. So I would say end of January is going to be the first single.
Ooh, all right. So it's really like time to get on this list and start, like we're getting going.
Yeah, we're getting going. And that's one of the things that's really kept me from doing it in the past is that I didn't have the procedure. I didn't know how to do it. And I put out some music a couple of years ago, and wonderful crickets were heard, which was expected. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I need to do something else besides make the good music. There's something else that needs to happen in there. Yeah. So I'm happy to be hanging out with you and your group to try and make a little bit more of a splash this next time. And if it's not a splash, at least it's a. My goal is to have more than just my friends and family hear it.
Yeah, I think we're going for splash. It's gonna be splash. I can see it now. We've got you covered. We've got you. We're ready to share. I think everyone in Amplify sort of like has their button on the share, listen, follow. I think we're all primed for the follow and for the share. So I think you're gonna be all set and supported.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a track I'm really proud of. So it'll be fun.
Yay. What's it called?
Butterfly Wings.
Butterfly Wings. All right, we're all looking out for Butterfly Wings. I am excited about this.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is going to victoriastoremusic.com right now. That's your homework. It's going to take you 2 seconds. Get excited. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this experience and all the work that you are doing, because you are a busy lady. And so I'm so glad you spend a little time on your day off with me.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Okay, see you later.